The second shot in every pickleball rally carries a lot of weight. It's similar to the serve because it's often overlooked, but the return of serve carries a lot of weight because if you miss this shot, you lose a point. Today, we're going to look at a few ways to improve your return of serve so that you can maximize this shot and use it in your favor to win more rallies. Let's get into it. Welcome to High Five Pickleball, where we help you improve your game so you can maximize your time on the court. My name is Adam Richards, and today we're covering 5 things you can do that will enhance your return of serve. But before we get started, I want to give you a free gift. It's called the Path to Better Pickleball. This is a 30-day challenge focused on the 10 important skills every player needs to know. After signing up, you get a free downloadable skills guide and 10 step-by-step videos sent straight to your inbox every few days. To gain access, just click the link in the description. All right, let's get into it. Number 1, back up. When you're returning a serve, you want to position yourself behind the baseline and to give yourself space to hit the ball out front. Depending on your opponent, you will want to stand 2 to 4 feet from the baseline. From there, you can adjust the distance based on your opponent's serve. If you're standing too close to the baseline and the serve is deep at your feet, a few things will happen. It could force you to hit the ball at an awkward contact point, which could lead to a pop-up or a short return. It could throw you off balance, or it could push you back and force you to hit the ball while on your heels or leaning back. And this is a more difficult shot to hit. Ultimately, all of these things lead to inconsistent returns and a potential loss of a point. So make sure to back up. Number 2, hit the ball deep. When you return a serve, it's important to hit the ball deep and to keep your opponent's back at all costs. There are a few benefits to a deep return of serve. For example, a deep return gives you more time to get to the kitchen. It also can push your opponent back, forcing them to hit the ball while leaning back. This forces a more difficult third shot. After all, a third shot from deeper in the court can be harder to keep consistent compared to a shot from the middle of the court, especially if you're off balance. And lastly, when you're at the non-volley zone and your opponents are back, you have more opportunities to hit the ball down at their feet. A short return of serve has the opposite effect. It invites your opponents to the net, giving them forward momentum, and if your return bounces high, they can drive the ball or hit it down at your feet with pace. Number 3, make solid contact. When returning the serve, you'll want to make solid contact so you can keep the ball deep and set the point up in your favor. Here are a few steps you can take to ensure solid, consistent contact. Number 1, move to the ball. Set your feet first and swing second. Number 2, hit the ball in your optimal contact zone out front. This means don't hit the ball too far away from your body and don't hit it too close to your body. Number 3, hit the ball as it peaks or as it descends. The ball has less pace as it descends, which will be an easier return for you. Number 4, make contact in the sweet spot of your paddle with your paddle facing where you want the ball to go. Your paddle face is one of the biggest indicators of where your shot will go. Keep this in mind as you make contact. One important thing to point out here is you'll want to avoid running around your backhand if possible, because if you do this, it creates more steps for you to get to the kitchen. It creates a gap and a target between you and your partner, and it's a noticeable signal to your opponents that they can use against you. Number 4, move forward. When you return the serve, it's important to get to the net. Although it's tempting, don't hesitate and watch your shot. Watching the ball after you've hit it does nothing to change its trajectory. And the longer you hesitate, the more advantage you give to your opponent to either hit it at your feet or to catch you in transition. Number 5, be strategic. Consistency in your return of serve is key because if you miss the shot, you lose a point. However, if you can get your return in with consistency, you want to be strategic to make your opponent's third shot as difficult as possible and your fourth shot as easy as it can be. And there are a few ways you can do this. You can return back to the middle. This creates confusion as to who will hit it. You can return with spin and or pace. If possible, try to keep it low to create a lower contact point for your opponent. You can hit to your opponent's backhand. If you need more time to get to the kitchen, you can return the ball with more loft. Or you could combine all of these elements. For example, return it deep to the back middle with spin and pace. If you'd like to improve your return of serve, you can practice with a friend. Just set up on opposite sides of the court with markers 3 to 4 feet from the baseline. One person will practice serves and the other will practice returns. Every ball that lands in the back zone earns 1 point, and the first person to 11 wins. If you enjoyed this content or learned something new, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another update from High Five Pickleball. Thanks for watching.